Welcome to Soul Heart Intuitive and our Akashic Astrology monthly forecast. This is a space where intuitive astrology meets soul remembrance, where the wisdom of the skies connects with a deeper truth already living within you. I'm Sarah from Soul Heart Intuitive Coaching, and each month we step back and look at the bigger energetic picture, what's unfolding, what's shifting, and what you're being guided to build. Alongside me, Chris-Anne of Elemental Energies with Chris-Anne opens the Akashic Records, bringing through guidance for what's shifting beneath the surface so you can move with awareness, not urgency. Each episode is an invitation to slow down, to listen more deeply, and to reconnect with the direction your soul is already guiding you toward. So take a breath, settle in, and let's begin.
Hello and welcome to Akashic Astrology with Chris-Anne and Sarah. I am Chris-Anne. I am going to be doing the Akashic Astrology for August of 2026, and Sarah is going to be doing the astrological forecast for August of 2026. Take it away, Sarah.
All right. Hi, beautiful souls. August isn't asking you to become someone different. It's inviting you to remember who you've always been. This is a month of healing, courage, authentic expression, and creating a life that reflects your true values. Old stories around self-worth may resurface, not to keep you stuck, but to help you release them. Relationships become mirrors. Your voice becomes medicine, and the future begins taking shape through the small, intentional choices you make every day. You are not being asked to rush. You are being invited to trust the process of becoming. On August 3rd, Chiron will station retrograde in Taurus. So healing begins with honesty. Old stories around self-worth, security, and abundance may gently return to your awareness, not to keep you stuck in the past, but to help you see how much you've grown. This is an invitation to stop looking outside yourself for the safety you've been seeking. Instead, begin building it from within. Ask yourself, what old belief about my worth am I ready to release? And where have I been measuring my value by what I do instead of who I am? Sometimes healing isn't about becoming someone new, it's about remembering who you've always been. On August 6th, Venus will enter the sign of Libra. Relationships begin finding their rhythm again. Venus in Libra reminds you that love grows through presence, kindness, and mutual respect. This is a beautiful time to strengthen your relationships, soften old tensions, and create more balance in the way you give and receive. Not every problem needs to be solved. Sometimes healing begins with simply choosing compassion. So ask yourself, where can I bring more harmony into my relationships? And am I honoring both my needs and the needs of those I love? Real connection begins when authenticity is welcomed. On August 6th, the Sun in Leo will trine Saturn in Aries. Our dreams become stronger when they're supported by commitment. This energy reminds you that lasting success isn't built through urgency, it's built through consistency. So keep showing up, keep taking that next step, even when progress feels slow. And ask yourself, what vision am I ready to commit to? What small action today supports the future that I'm creating? Remember, every intentional choice becomes part of your foundation. On August 9th, Mercury will enter the sign of Leo. Your voice deserves to be heard. Mercury entering Leo invites you to speak from your heart, share your experiences, and trust the wisdom you've gained along the way. Your story has value. Your perspective matters. You don't need to make yourself smaller to make others comfortable. Authenticity is what creates meaningful connection. On August 10th, Mercury and Leo will square Chiron and Taurus. Sometimes healing begins with one honest conversation. Old wounds around self-worth or feeling enough may surface, not to diminish your confidence, but to remind you how much you've already overcome. Speak gently to yourself. Remember, your inner dialogue matters, and healing often begins with the words we choose to believe. On August 10th, Venus and Libra will trine Pluto in Aquarius. One honest conversation can change everything. This transit invites you into deeper, more authentic relationships built on trust, vulnerability, and truth. You don't have to hide parts of yourself to be loved. The right people will meet you where you are. And remember that real intimacy begins when the masks come off. On August 10th, Venus in Libra will oppose Neptune in Aries. So keep your heart open, but stay grounded. This energy can blur the line between what you hope is true and what is actually unfolding. Notice if you're falling in love with someone's potential rather than their reality. Discernment is an act of self-love, and real love never asks you to abandon your intuition. On August 11th, Mars will enter the sign of Cancer. So your energy is going to turn inward. As Mars moves into Cancer, you're invited to direct your energy toward what truly nourishes and supports you. Your home, family, emotional security, and your sense of belonging become areas that ask for your attention. This isn't about reacting from emotion, it's about responding from your heart. The strongest foundation that you will ever build is the one that's within inside of you. On August 11th, Mercury and Leo will oppose Pluto in Aquarius. Our words carry weight. This transit can bring powerful conversations, differing opinions, or truths that are ready to be spoken. Rather than assuming you know what someone means, make sure you stay curious. Listen before you react, and ask before you reach conclusions. Sometimes one authentic conversation can change everything. Also on the 11th, Mercury and Leo will trine Neptune and Aries. So your intuition is going to become easier to hear. As Mercury harmonizes with Neptune, our inspiration flows more freely and your imagination starts to expand. So pay attention to your dreams, your intuitive nudges, and the ideas that seem to arrive out of nowhere. Not everything needs to be explained. Some things simply need to be trusted, and your soul will often speak to you in whispers. Also on the 11th, Venus in Libra will trine Uranus and Gemini, so stay open to something different. This energy invites fresh perspectives into your relationships, your creativity, and everyday life. Sometimes the smallest change can open the biggest door. You don't have to reinvent your life, you simply have to remain open to it. And growth often begins with curiosity. On August 12th, Mars in Cancer will sextile Chiron and Taurus. Healing begins with one small step. Old wounds around home, family, belonging, or feeling safe may gently come into your focus, not to overwhelm you, but to show you where healing is ready to happen. You don't have to fix everything today. Simply begin. And remember that healing grows through consistency, not perfection. On August 12th, we have a solar eclipse. It's our new moon in Leo, and a new chapter begins when you choose yourself. This Leo solar eclipse invites you to step into your gifts, trust your creativity, and stop hiding your light. You weren't meant to stay small. You were meant to shine in your own authentic way. This is your invitation to begin again, and to begin this time with courage. Also on the 12th, Mercury and Leo will sextile Uranus and Gemini. A fresh perspective changes everything. Unexpected conversations, ideas, or opportunities may appear when you least expect them. So stay curious and be willing to explore a different way forward. The breakthrough you're waiting for may not look the way that you imagined, but curiosity creates movement. On August 13th, Mercury and Leo will sextile Venus and Libra. Lead with kindness. Our conversations become warmer, our hearts open more easily, and it's easier to express appreciation for the people that you love. Not every conversation needs to solve a problem. Some simply strengthen connection. Remember that love is often found in the simplest words. On August 15th, Mercury in Leo will conjunct Jupiter in Leo, so think bigger. Your voice carries more influence than you realize. This is a beautiful time to share your ideas, to teach what you've learned, and trust the wisdom that you've gained through experience. Don't minimize your gifts. The world needs what only you can offer. On August 17th, Mars in Cancer will square Neptune in Aries. Pause before you react. Emotions may feel heightened, making it difficult to see situations clearly. So give yourself permission to slow down before making decisions or taking action. Clarity arrives when you stop rushing. On August 17th, Mercury and Leo will trine Saturn and Aries. Your vision deserves a plan. This energy helps you turn inspiration into something tangible. Dream boldly, but remember that lasting success is built one intentional step at a time. So trust the process. Every small action matters. Also on the 17th, Venus in Libra will sextile Jupiter in Leo. Open your heart up to joy. This is a beautiful reminder that life isn't only about accomplishing more, it's also about celebrating, connecting, and allowing yourself to receive love, beauty, and abundance. Joy nourishes your soul, and a nourished soul has more to give. On August 21st, Venus in Libra will oppose Saturn in Aries. Our relationships become our most powerful teachers. This transit asks you to notice where you've been compromising your needs, silencing your voice, or abandoning yourself to keep the peace. Healthy boundaries aren't walls, they're expressions of self-respect. On August 22nd, the sun will enter the sign of Virgo. Our life begins to slow down a little. Virgo reminds you that there's beauty in simplicity and wisdom in your daily routines. This is an opportunity to clear away what's unnecessary and create habits that truly support your well-being. Small changes create lasting transformation. On August 23rd, the Sun and Virgo trines Chiron and Taurus. So healing is found in the little things. It's a beautiful trine that reminds you that every small act of self-care, every healthy choice, and every compassionate thought create lasting change. You don't have to overhaul your life overnight. Simply begin where you are. On August 25th, Mercury will enter the sign of Virgo. Your mind begins seeking clarity. Mercury in Virgo helps you to organize your thoughts, simplify your plans, and focus on what truly matters. This is a wonderful time to create routines that support your goals without getting caught in perfectionism. Remember that progress matters more than perfection. On August 25th, Mercury in Virgo trines Chiron and Taurus. Understanding creates healing. Old stories around self-worth, security, or abundance may return, not to hold you back, but to offer you a new perspective. So pay attention to the little details. They often hold the answers that you've been searching for. On August 27th, the Sun will conjunct Mercury in Virgo. Clarity arrives through simplicity. As the Sun and Mercury unite in Virgo, your thoughts become more focused and your message becomes clearer. This is a time to organize your ideas, refine your plans, and share your wisdom with others. Never underestimate the impact of small acts of kindness. On August 28th, we have our lunar eclipse or our full moon in Pisces. Trust what your soul already knows. This lunar eclipse in Pisces invites you to release control and to listen more deeply to your intuition. Dreams, synchronicities, and quiet moments of reflection may reveal exactly what you need to know. Not everything can be explained. Some things are simply meant to be felt. On August 28th, Mercury in Virgo will square Uranus in Gemini. Stay open, but stay grounded. New ideas and unexpected insights may arrive quickly, but this isn't the time to rush ahead. Give yourself space to refine your plans before acting. A strong foundation creates lasting success. On August 28th, the Sun in Virgo will square Uranus and Gemini. Change isn't here to disrupt you, it's here to awaken you. If plans shift or something unexpected unfolds, trust that life may be creating a path you couldn't have planned for yourself. So stay flexible and stay grounded. On August 31st, Jupiter in Leo will trine Saturn in Aries. Your dreams are ready for a foundation. Jupiter inspires you to dream bigger, while Saturn reminds you that lasting success is built through commitment and consistency. Believe in your vision enough to keep showing up for it, one intentional step at a time. August isn't asking you to prove your worth, it's asking you to remember it. This month teaches you that healing begins with self-compassion. Your voice carries more wisdom than you realize. Healthy relationships require honesty and boundaries. Small, consistent actions create lasting transformation. Trust your intuition as much as your plans. And the life that you're building starts with the choices you make today. You are healing. You are growing. You are becoming more fully yourself. So trust what is unfolding. It isn't happening to you. It's happening for the person that you're becoming. And now I'll pass it to Chrisanne, who will open the Akashic Records and share a transmission for this month's energy.
Hello, so I'm Christiane. I do readings in the Akashic Records. What does that mean? It means it's your soul's history and past lives. I see what happened in the past and how that correlates to what's going on now. I'm also a medium, so I'm connected with those on the other side. Animal communication, past, present, and future, all of that. So when I'm doing a reading, I'm connecting with all of that. So I'm using the Mystic Art Medicine cards for today, like I like to do. And we are going to look at a couple cards here. And the first one that we have for August of 2026 is the Goddess of Earth. When the Goddess of Earth comes along, she is saying, the earth needs a little bit of healing. The earth needs a little bit of help, as do we. We need that same connection. It's a card that's saying, hey, don't forget me here. Don't forget you need to honor the earth, protect the earth as you honor yourself and protect yourself. The next card I'm pulling is the card of fear. You know, we've had a lot going on, and now we have the fear card. When the fear card comes up, it can stop us from moving forward in a way that we need to move forward. This another reminder card saying don't let fear limit you, because the next card we have is the awakening card. Don't let fear limit your awakening. Don't let fear stop you from having all of that wonderful intuition that's going to be coming in, just like Sarah was saying. When your intuition comes in, it's giving you that information of, hey, you need to take the path to the right as opposed to the path to the left. You have free will. You can choose what path to take. But your guides, your angels, your loved ones, they're all coming in and saying, through this awakening, we are giving you a clearer path to have understanding of maybe what is the best path for you. Don't let fear of that limit you. A lot of times I joke and I say, the voices in my head are telling me to do X, Y, and Z. And a lot of people around me like to chuckle at that. Don't allow that to be fearful for you. I'm used to it. I've had this my whole life. I am used to that. But if you are new to it, or it's something you had as a child that got squelched and suppressed because of fear and misunderstanding, don't allow that patterning to continue, because with this awakening card, there's a lot of information that's going to be coming in to all of us. If you're tuning in, you're one of us. All of us, good luck. All of us that are here within this soul family and this soul group, there is a wonderful awakening that's going to be happening. And these cards are telling me our guides are coming in, our angels are coming in. This is the time that we need to pay attention. Ah, ha, ha. Next card I pulled. Card of activation. When the card of activation comes in, it is saying we are activating what you had when you came through into this life path. We are activating all of that knowledge, understanding, all of that powerful intuition that we all have within us and we are capable of. So this is the time. Why is this the time? Why is this the right time? Because sometimes we need to be able to see clearly through lies and BS that is maybe being fed to us from people around us, people that govern. We need to be able to see through it. And it doesn't necessarily have to be all those others. It could be our inner circle that we need to be able to see clearly through. So don't be afraid of having that awakening. Don't be afraid of having those messages come in. I am switching to the predictions deck. So we're going to pull a couple cards here, and we're going to see if we can gain a little bit more insight into August of 2026. Unexpected surprises are coming in, and that could be a surprise with the awakening card that we have. We've been talking about having these awakenings of our intuition, etc. That's an unexpected surprise. The next one is the card of home and family. So we have unexpected surprises with home and family. That can be a good thing. I'm looking at this as a positive slant, not necessarily a negative slant. But then we add this one. So there's going to be some challenges ahead. But with these challenges, don't forget, we have our intuition that has clued us in so that we can pay attention and we will have a wonderful healing and recovery from this. This is telling me it's going to be a minor speed bump. We're going to be fine from it because we have our intuition that is clued in. I don't like that. We have our friends that are going to be coming in to support us, be there to help us. It's not going to move as quick as we would like. We have the slow pace card, but don't worry. This is our ability. This is our time. We have the ability, and this is going to be our time to transform, and grow. I'm looking at August of 2026 as a big month of boosting our intuition, boosting those voices in our head in a good way. And we're going to have people around us that are going to help us, that are going to support us as we will them. And so we're not going to feel alone. We're not going to be going through all of this alone. We're going to have our soul family. We're going to have our group. We're going to have our tribe around us. I'm loving this for August of 2026. It's about time. I think this is going to be a powerful transformational month that we need a lot more of us to have our intuition boosted and awakened. Wow. Love it. So make sure you like, subscribe, hype, thumbs up, do all the things here. That would be wonderful for us. And check out both of our websites if you're interested in private readings with either one of us. All the information is linked in the description below. And thanks for tuning in. We really appreciate it. Every month we do the Akashic Astrology, so make sure you're subscribing so you can get that information from both of us every single month. Thanks so much for tuning in. Take care and be free.
Thank you for spending your time with me here at Soul Heart Intuitive. If this episode resonated, please be sure to follow the podcast and share it with someone who may need this message today. And if you're ready to explore your own cosmic blueprint, cycles, and the deeper wisdom guiding your path, you can learn more or book a session at www.soulheartintuitivecoaching.com. Until next time, trust your intuition, stay connected to your truth, and remember to stay connected to the wisdom within you.